Welcome to Billionaire Punjabi Boys. We've got our first millionaire guest. He's one of the top real estate agents in Surrey, one and only Jas Oberoi.
Thank you, brother.
How are
Thanks
you?
for such a kind words. I don't know about the millionaire stuff, but yes, it's doing decent.
Yeah, how are you?
Doing very well.
Long
Doing well.
time in the making, hey?
It is.
We're trying it for quite a bit of time now.
Yeah.
And times don't match. You're too busy.
It's not about like too busy. It's just some days when you wanted to schedule it, it's things with thought, okay, let's do this when I'm the pace is slow.
Yeah.
So I can concentrate more what we're going to talk about it. We can enjoy it too. Not having the stress of the work at that time.
Yeah, totally. Podcasts are like, you're just sitting back, enjoying,
Yeah, relaxing.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
Just talking, right?
Exactly.
And I want to ask you from the beginning. Let's go back to your high school days.
Okay.
What were you doing back then? Give us a brief.
Like a
Life
very
story.
average student, below average.
Yeah.
Used to get beat up from my teachers. That's very common in India. You know it, like
Same.
yeah, same thing. Backbenchers didn't understand a single word of what the teacher is telling us because that was not our focus.
Yeah.
I feel like that all the studies I was reading it
Yeah.
is useless and baseless. What I'm going to do with that, and now I look back at, I was right.
Yeah. Nothing makes sense, right?
Nothing makes sense. Whatever we learned it in the school, nothing makes sense
Yeah.
at all.
Where were you born and brought up?
I born in Ludhiana, Punjab,
Okay, yeah.
and then I moved to Jalandhar later on. When I
Okay.
was 10 years old, I moved to Jalandhar, so I got raised in Jalandhar. All my friends are from Jalandhar. I did my schooling from Jalandhar, like a typical small town guy
Yeah. Yeah.
coming from them. To Canada was my first international country exposure in my life.
That was your first time traveling on a plane was Canada?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. No, actually, second time. Before that, prior to that, but in India, we have that mindset, okay, everybody wants to go abroad. And then the agents used to tell us, okay, go to these places, different small countries to get
Small
your
countries.
histories. So I went to Singapore
But you go to
1 year
Singapore.
before to coming to Canada.
Yeah.
So Canada was my second time in my life
Okay.
traveling it.
So I want to go back to the high school part.
Yes.
What were you interested in? Back, let's say you're in grade 10, right? What were your interests? What were you into?
At that age, I don't think anybody is focused on to what they want to do.
Yeah.
It, and I was all over the place.
Okay.
I didn't have much idea what I want to do. All I had I wanted to go abroad. Whether
Yeah.
it can be England, Australia, or Canada, or States. Anywhere I can go because I know if I reach here, then I will do wonders.
Yeah.
Would you always have that in a small town guy?
Yeah, yeah.
Having that your relatives, especially when they're coming from abroad and you see them well off, and you think like, okay, there's maybe a money. You go there and you just start gonna picking up the money from the trees and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was the impression I had it always in my life that okay, I just want to go abroad. That's it.
Got
Going
it.
to
And
do it.
in India, when you go into grade 11 or 12, you have to choose streams.
Yes.
And at that time, you have pressure from your parents too to think about your life. What do you want to do after
Yeah.
grade 12? Because you have to choose streams.
Yeah, I true. But what happened is when I was in grade 10,
Yeah.
on a serious note, what happened was that like I was always from a very well-off family,
Okay.
businessman. So we never thought about got raised that you have to make an education to a certain point to get a job or something.
Yeah.
Then unfortunately, my dad passed away when I was in grade 10.
Oh, sorry about
So
that.
in an accident, and our business collapsed.
Okay.
So from top, we came right to the bottom, completely, because he was the main earner of the family. And those days, insurance was not a concept in our life culture, everything.
No.
So nothing was there to support. We were all collapsed. Like we have to literally foreclosure our house, our factories closed, everything closed.
That's in grade 10 in Ludhiana, right?
Ludhiana, in Jalandhar.
In Jalandhar.
Jalandhar.
Okay.
So then I moved to a small size room from pretty much a decent, you can call it, as a bungalow. We had the servants, everything, the
Yeah.
lavish lifestyle I could ever imagine of. My dad has provided me. Then everything financially collapsed. And we were like literally nothing, me, my mom, and my elder sister.
Okay. That's a huge pressure on you, isn't it?
It was, and I saw the true colors of the people out
Yeah.
who were along with me at that time. Same kid who was a favorite of everybody was a spoiled kid all of a sudden.
I've seen that same story happen to me in
Yes.
Canada, but we won't get into
Yes.
that. But I understand where you're going to. So that's a big challenge to have,
Yes.
right? When your dad
Yeah,
passes
passed away. Then
yeah.
I got into the job. My first salary job in India, I still remember, I was working as a receptionist in a small hotel there, and my salary was about, if I convert it into dollars, was $50 a month.
$50 a month.
Yes, and that time also for that one, we used to pay more than that to our drivers. like a
Yeah.
6 months before to that getting a job.
Yeah.
How much mentally pressure was it to me, and
Yeah.
it was a shock for me
Yeah.
that I'm going through this all. But my mom was my big support for that,
Yeah.
and she was just instrumental in my whole journey. She was keep telling me not to go sideways, like especially in that age you get into other stuffs like the drugs, or you wanted to do other stuffs which
Yeah.
is easy money, you can get
Yes.
it. So she was always making sure that I'm not getting
Yeah.
sidetracked with other
What
things.
was your dad? Which business was he in?
We were into cycle parts. We used to Hero cycles.
Hero Cycles, yeah.
Yes. So my dad was used to, our factory used to make brakes for them,
Okay.
hand brakes and all.
Yeah,
So we
yeah.
were doing that. So after his death, there was nobody to handle the business.
Yes.
I was quite young to understand that.
Yeah.
And when you have such a high net worth business, this, let's say now my real estate is booming.
Yeah.
If I tomorrow something happens to me, to my life, this will collapse.
This, yeah.
Because my kid is quite young. He's only 10
Yeah.
years old. My wife is clueless about how my business runs.
Yeah.
Only the thing I have done different from my dad was at life insurance. I have such decent amount of life insurance that even if something happens to me,
Yeah.
my family doesn't come to the streets like we have, it happened to
Yeah.
us. And it was a financial shock for us.
Yeah. Were you traumatized back then?
Oh,
Were you...
traumatized is a very decent, like, let's say that very undermined word for that.
Yeah, yeah.
I would feel like it was a huge shock for us. But
Yeah.
because of that, I always try to make sure that now also, by the blessing of God, I'm decent, I'm doing it. Always keep my feet grounded.
Yeah.
Because I've seen the success, then I've seen the bottom too.
Yeah,
Now, where I am, I feel like, okay, I'm being blessed. Not many of them can come out of it. I'm exceptional, could be.
Yeah.
So making sure that I stay humble and success doesn't get into my head.
That's awesome. And then after that, so after grade 10, you didn't go into grade 11, or did you just start working?
No, I dropped school.
Oh, you dropped out of school after that.
Because of the finances, I didn't have it
Yeah.
to
So
meet the end. So my sister was good. She was intelligent.
Yeah.
So we decided, okay, one kid will go to school, one will not. She was
Yeah.
elder to me that time. She was into graduation. She was doing her graduation. She's 3 years older than me. So she was in a BA doing first year or second. Then later on, she went to England
okay.
to do her studies, MBA, on a student visa. She's in Canada now.
Okay.
Yeah, she's married too.
Awesome.
And yeah, everything is well. Everything went way more than we planned it. We
Yeah.
were always dreaming about it.
Yeah.
That one day we will go back to where we were.
Yeah.
And always had that thing in mind. Okay, one day I wanted to prove to everybody who just completely brushing off me, my sister, my mother,
Yeah.
not respecting my mother the same way they used to do it.
Yeah.
Right? Things changes when you don't
Yeah.
have money.
I feel like people respect your status,
It's always that.
right?
It's always that.
It's like, the man and their status. That's what is respected.
Yes. I'll say one line my mom used to tell me a lot. It's in Punjabi
Yes,
or
sir.
in Hindi. I can't translate it in English because the touch of that line will go back. Is Maya tere teen naam, parsu parsa parsaram. So the same guy, when he has no money,
Yeah.
everybody used to call him Parsu.
Yeah.
Same guy made a decent amount of money, then he started calling Parsaram.
Yeah.
When he had a lot of money, the same guy was called Parsaram Ji. So means he's the same guy,
Yeah.
but his journey has changed now. So the name, how the respect is getting to him, like because
Yeah.
of the money.
Yeah.
Same person had no respect when he had nothing in his pockets.
So at that time, you became the man of the family, right? You were
Yes,
supporting
I
the
had no
family.
choice. I have to support my family. I was
Yeah.
the main person of the family then. And my sister also, she worked really hard too. She was doing jobs and was doing studies. I was just completely doing jobs. Different jobs I started doing around.
First job was you were at the hotel desk, right?
Yeah, hotel. I was working as a receptionist there for 1,500 rupees. So
Which hotel was it?
Hotel Sunrise. It's a small guest house.
Okay.
And that also I had applied multiple places because I shared one more story when I actually started looking into the hotels.
Yeah.
That okay, getting it. I went into one of the hotel and the manager there asked me, "Do you have your resume?" And I have no clue what the resume is called. Okay. And I said, no. He said, okay, just here's a piece of paper, pen, write it down what you have achieved in your life or what you have done in your life,
Okay.
experience-wise. So I wrote my name, then date of birth, address. After third line, I have nothing to write in there, and I was just clueless sitting there.
Yeah.
And I felt so ashamed of myself, like I have done nothing in my life.
Yeah.
What I can write it down. So I just politely went out of the place without
Yeah.
seeing the manager. I was embarrassed to myself that, okay, shit. That was these kind of things make you stronger what you are now.
Yeah.
Right? Like, okay, this is shock for me, and was looking ahead of it, okay, where I am standing, it was a reality check for myself.
Yeah.
And then I said, okay, a guy who doesn't even know how to write a resume, how he can expect somebody can hire him.
Yeah.
So I started working on it. Things slowly start working for me.
Did you get the job there or not?
Not at that hotel
Not that.
because
Okay.
I was so ashamed to go and see my manager too. So I
Yeah.
walked out of that place without even interviewing or something,
Okay.
mentioning him. Just didn't do anything because I didn't know what to write there. So I was already got embarrassed in my head. Okay, and maybe now looking back, maybe I would have done differently.
Yeah.
Because one thing I have understand it, your confidence you get it is once you start getting success.
Or rejection.
Yes. No, but the rejections will create you self-doubt in
Yeah.
yourself, and you have to overcome those self-doubts.
Yeah.
But the confidence in your conversation, when you're talking to other people, will
Yes.
only come if you start tasting success. This is my feeling. I feel the day I started tasting the success,
Yeah.
because I failed a lot of time. I have failed at least 100 times in the things I've done it. There were so many failures I have done it, and I have always overcoming of the self-doubting and self-confidence in myself, and there was. But when I was talking to somebody else, I have to prepare myself what I have to talk to them, and reminding myself, Jas, you have to be confident in front of that person. You can't be just self-doubting yourself. Don't have your weaknesses shown to your opponent.
Yeah.
Just keep it to yourself. Keep
Yeah.
it to yourself. Now I feel like I don't have to prepare myself for that because I've tasted the success. It's kind of an inbuilt. Confidence will come because you are tasting the success every day. You're tasting the success.
Yeah.
You know, okay, I will overcome this no matter
Yeah.
what happens.
And then after that, you didn't go to that job. What was the after that?
So then I applied multiple other places. Eventually, I got one job.
Hotel?
At a Hotel Sunrise.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I worked there for 1 year. Then slowly, gradually, I was starting getting promoted to different hotels I was trying to join.
So first year, reception job. Were you at night or morning?
It was a night job.
Night job.
No, we call it graveyard.
Graveyard. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I also know from experience. I know someone. You have a lot of time to
Yes.
talk to yourself. See. What were you thinking in your free time then?
Honestly, was not too much in terms of what I'm going to do in my life.
Yeah.
Looking back, how things have changed, and it was very like a shock to me. I keep repeating that because it was a shock to me.
Yeah.
Somebody
Totally.
shook me up. Okay, this is your reality, and I was feeling like, okay, how I'm going to overcome with this?
Yeah.
How I'm going to able to? I have cut off my friends. I was embarrassed that
Yeah.
I don't have the same money now I used to have it.
Yeah.
So it's as a kid, you go through those things. Right?
Yeah.
So those were the challenges I was getting into it, and I have to just overcome it. And that's why I said my mom was very helpful to me.
Yeah.
Telling me every day, like she used to literally do a counseling with me every night when I come home.
Yeah.
What happened to your day? How you feeling? How
Yes.
this is? And she used to tell me stories of different people who being successful in their life. They were nothing from where they have achieved. So that was quite helpful for me to saying, okay, I will not let her down. And
Yeah.
she had a lot of hopes in me that, okay, I will able
Yeah.
to do it again. We will bounce back. She said, okay, you feel bad. People say things to me on my face.
Yeah.
In front of you, they tell me your mom should do this. I said, yeah, I feel bad. So only way you can shut their mouth is be successful. Be
Yeah.
where your dad was.
Yeah.
Keep doing what your dad was doing it. These same people will change.
And also, your job, right?
Mhm.
After that, what did you do after your first job?
I went to different hotels
Yeah.
till I came to Canada. So my last hotel, I was a general manager there.
Which
I was
hotel?
It was Hotel Residency
Okay.
in Jalandhar.
Yeah.
There was about 100 people working under me.
Okay.
So I was slowly, gradually opening up. So I started doing job in 1999. So until 2008,
Yeah.
I was doing different jobs at different hotels.
1999. How old were you then?
Or 19 years old.
Oh, you were 19.
19.
Wow. So
Like 18, 19.
you would have already started hustling,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, I love that quote I've read it somewhere and I used it so many places to be. It took me 20 years to get this overnight success.
Yeah.
People think of now, okay, this guy has come from nowhere. No, it was behind the scenes. My hustle was going nowhere.
From scooter to Ferrari.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
Yes. From scooter to
I
Ferrari.
watched your
And
video.
That scooter also, because I say it, I purchased it for $5,000 and didn't have the money. I borrowed it from my friends.
God.
A second-hand scooter, I didn't have the money.
5,000 rupees,
5,000
right?
rupees,
Yeah.
I didn't have it.
Wow.
I purchased a small TV for my own small. So what happened then? From one room we moved to 2-bedroom place.
Yeah.
And my room was very tiny when we called two. My sister and my mom used to sleep in one bedroom, and the second bedroom was some like half the size of the studio room. And we didn't have a second TV, so I purchased it from my salary in monthly payments plan. Like I
Okay.
used to pay it every month, what 100 rupees or 200 rupees to pay for the TV.
Yeah.
So that's how I've been coming up from there.
Yeah.
Literally, where I had like my own bedroom. We having a servants, we having a drivers. I used
Yeah.
to go in my car to my school. At the age of 16, my dad purchased a scooter for me. That was
Yeah.
a big thing. I was the only kid in the school going on a scooter
Yeah.
to the school.
Well, Jas,
So
eh?
yeah, yeah. So it was a yeah. That's how the life has changed.
Yeah. And then have you ever, had a feeling that I would become successful one day at that time?
Oh, 100%. That was always been there, because my mom was helping me
Yeah.
with that. She was putting into my head that you will overcome with this.
Yeah.
This is temporary. We will overcome with this. This is going to go. Not only to me, to my sister also. She was like baby feeding us every day, spoon feeding us with our breakfast, our lunch, and
Yeah.
dinner, making sure we don't get sidetracked, we don't self doubt ourselves, we don't do anything which we are not supposed to do it,
Yeah.
and be motivated. She was my motivation. She was
Yeah.
everything for me.
Got it.
She helped me for whatever I can say. I know for every kid, the mom is uh, ideal, or they wanted to be like very close to mom.
Yeah.
Mine was a different thing. My mom was actually doing a dual relationship, mother and dad. Wherever she
Yeah.
has to be strong, she was strong with me.
Yes.
And she was very open to me in the conversations also, because when I was at that age going through, a lot of ladies back, especially in India, were hesitant to talk with the sons
Yeah.
about certain things.
Yes.
At that age, you wanted to talk as a dad, you may able to talk. But she was very open to me on that conversations also. We were always having a relationship of a friend,
Yeah.
rather than a mom and the son.
Yeah.
I used to talk to her everything, what I'm going through.
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
Yes.
And then from receptionist to becoming the general manager,
Yeah.
what do you think made you successful in that part of the journey? That you, from a receptionist, you became a hotel manager, which is a big achievement.
Yes. In the same hotel, by the way. That was my third hotel. So I joined that hotel in 2002,
Yeah.
1999. So 2000, I worked in Hotel Sunrise, then and went to Regent Park. These are all in hotels in India, in Jalandhar.
Yeah.
And then Regent Park, I worked for 2 years. Then there was a new hotel open at that time, 2022. I joined there as a receptionist again
Okay.
for 3,500 rupees.
Okay.
After 6 months, I got a promotion. I got
Yes.
a front office manager job. Then again, I got a promotion. So in the same hotel, I was from 2002 to 2008.
Okay.
In 2006, I got the promotion of being a general manager there.
Yes.
So the same hotel saw my graph going up, taking the responsibilities, and also learning from a lot of people there too. Like my senior, the manager who
Yeah.
was back in those days, my manager, he was senior. He used to tell me to come and help us in the restaurant. So what happens in the big hotels? You have a segments. If you're at the front office, like a reception, you are only working at the reception. You don't go to the restaurant side. You don't go to the kitchen side. He used to tell me that, okay, we are having a short of a staff. Why don't you come to the restaurant and help us after your shift overs? And he said, guys are not paying me for that. Why would I do that? He said, this is not just because of money. This is the new hotel. We need the help. If you help, you will get appreciated. Not right now. It's a short-term goal, like getting appreciation right away. Go for a long run. You will getting an opportunity to learn other side too. At that time, I was thinking of, okay, he just, sugarcoating the things and trying to get his work done.
Yeah.
But in that course of the things, it helped me a lot, because I got into a habit where I was not working looking at my watch. How long is my hours?
Yeah.
Continuously, every day I was doing it.
Yeah.
And they see the graph of me taking the responsibilities, because in that scheme of things, I was getting an opportunity to show
Yeah.
my skills, how
Yeah.
good I am, whether I'm a good leader to also hold
Yeah.
on. Like initially they gave me 2 people under me, then 3, then 4, 5. Slowly I was getting into
Yeah.
there. And things changed drastically. And I would love to mention the name of my mentor too in India, who helped me a lot, was TP. TP sir, we still call. Actually, coincidentally, I called him a couple of days ago. He called me actually, and he was joking with me, saying to me, my name is Jaspreet. So he says
Yeah.
to me, Jaspreet, मेरे को पता चला तू तो बहुत बड़ा आदमी बन गया भाई कनाडा में है. मैं कहा सर आपके लिए नहीं बोला, आज ही वही हुआ है. Yeah, so TP sir was there. There's so many other people also who helped me. My hotel owner, Harvinder sir, he helped me a lot
Yeah.
in teaching me how to be, and he's now in Montreal.
Okay.
So he came here to Vancouver for a couple of years ago. He stayed at my house. That was a big thing for me.
Yeah.
Working for somebody and staying in my house now.
Yeah.
It's an achievement for me.
House in
I'm
White
very-
Rock too.
Yeah. No, at that time I was in Cloverdale.
Oh, Cloverdale.
So
Okay.
he stayed at Cloverdale house.
Got it.
But that still, it was such a big achievement for myself that, okay, I used to work for this gentleman and he stayed
Yeah.
at my house for he stayed there for good 7, 8 days.
It's very self-fulfillment moment
Oh,
at that time,
100%,
right?
yeah. You feel self-satisfaction is the most part is of your life is going to be the best feeling you can get it. If you're self-satisfied, it doesn't matter whatever other people are thinking of you.
Yeah.
Whether they feel like you're successful, you're not successful. If
Yeah.
you're satisfied in yourself,
Yeah.
that's all it matters to you.
Yeah, totally.
Right.
And then, were you ever thinking at that time when you were the manager that I'm going to be a businessman one day?
Always. Always. I'm telling you on record, these names I'm taking it so that the people don't think like I'm making up the stories.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
colleague Narinder, he was a banker manager, I was a front office manager, and I used to tell him that one day you will see Narinder, I will be walking into this hotel, and this guard who's standing there to open the doors in the 5-star hotels, they used to open
Yeah,
the doors,
yeah, they
like
do.
still now they do it. So this guard is going to be opening the door for me and he will salute me one day. Okay, and he used to say that when is going to come. I said, you watch, it will happen. And we were joking, used to joke it, and he's mentioned in that conversation, and what will happen to me? I said, nothing, you will be still working here. And I will be coming and getting married in this same hotel.
Yeah.
And you will be booking my wedding.
Wow.
And it happened.
Same hotel?
Same hotel. I
Wow.
got married. And he was the one who was booking my, saying, not like trying to, we were friends. We
Yeah.
used to joke around.
Yeah.
And he said, no, it will be the other way. I said, no, I can bet on this. And then you will be the one who's
Yeah.
going to be doing it. I'm telling you. And nothing was like, I have no plans. Like, if you ask me, okay, do you have a
Yes.
plan? How are you going to do that?
Yes.
No. Only thing I was having it at the confidence in myself that I will able to do this.
Yeah.
One day I will do it.
Yeah.
I know I will come. I'm better than what I'm doing right
Yeah.
now. I can do it. And till date, I feel like the same thing. From outside, maybe people think of I'm being very successful, but I feel like still I could do much better than what I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing justice to my skills, what I'm capable of.
Yeah.
When I look at other people like multimillionaires or billionaires,
Yeah.
I feel like they have the same amount of brain what every human has.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's kind of good and bad.
Yeah.
Because good in a way, it is always keeping you ambitious. Bad in a way is you are not satisfied and you're stopping yourself.
Yeah.
You're just pushing it.
Yeah.
Okay, keep doing it.
Yeah.
Just keep
Yeah.
doing it.
And also, you were manifesting at that time too, because you said
Yeah.
to your manager, I'm going to be this and that. And you already manifested that and you did do that.
Oh, manifest. See, when you manifest all things, I feel like the whole nature. That also helps you
Yeah,
achieve it.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It will help you.
It starts a film in your brain.
Yeah.
You're watching that in your brain. No one else can see it, but it's it's going through your head.
Yes. Because nobody else can relate to it. Because if you say those things at that time, I used to joke with Narinder because he
Yeah.
was a very good friend of mine. But
Yeah.
if I tell that in public that one day I will be coming in, booking the same hotel where I'm doing a job,
Yeah.
booking it for my wedding, and he will be booking it, who I sit and he will be booking my wedding, they would laugh at me, saying
Yeah.
that he's out of his mind.
Yeah.
And I would never say that to them.
Yeah. What was the point after your hotel manager and all your success in hotel business?
Yeah.
You thought, I'm done with this. I'm making good money. Now it's time to move to a upper ladder.
So to Canada, you're talking about? Or?
Before or after? Why did you
Okay,
quit
so
the job?
once I reached to Canada, I got a visa in Canada, and so what happened is then I was doing very good in hotel industry. I used to have my own restaurant in South Surrey.
Okay.
Curry Sensation. There was a lot of journey behind it also. When
Yeah.
I came to Canada, I was crying. After second day, I was crying that I wanted to go back. And my mom called me. She said, like we used to talk every day. Even when I was in Canada, every shift my hours, I used to talk to her
Yeah.
for an hour at least, telling her the whole day how I feel like. What she was always like my counselor too. So
Yeah.
talking to me, okay, talk to me what you feel like. What is this? And
Yeah.
she used to say her things also, her heart speaking what she feels like she missed me, what are the things were there. And then we in that course where we were discussing about it, I said, okay, she called me. That was my second day. She said, okay, what are you doing? And I was washing dishes. I started crying. I said, I'm washing dishes. I wanted to come back. And she started crying from there. She said, you know what, just come back, leave everything.
Yeah.
And she said it in Punjabi ki inne ke joge te hege yahan ki roti kha lange.
Yeah.
Tu wapas aa ja. Then I thought, okay, I'm going back.
Yeah. Yeah.
I talked to the person who helped me to come here. I said, I wanted to go back. He
Yeah.
said, what happened? I said, not liking it. Can you help me? Can you give me some money?
Yeah.
I can borrow. When I go India, I'll pay it off. He said, giving you the money is no problem. But you have to understand Jas. He gave me actually my name also, Jas. My name was still Jaspreet, but he gave me the nickname Jas.
Yeah.
He picked me up and he said, Jas, listen to me. I will pay you the money. Why don't you work for 2 weeks? You already made up your mind. I'm not trying to convince you to stay here.
Yeah.
Work here for 2 weeks. Once you get your salary, with that salary you go and do it. I said, yeah, that makes sense.
That's his hook.
Yes, that was his hook. And I never went back.
Yeah.
Because the day I got my salary, I converted into rupees.
Yeah.
I said, holy smoke, that's a
Times
lot of
50.
money. At that time, it was 40.
Okay.
So I said, holy smoke, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And then I said, okay, you know what, I'm not going back.
Yeah. Then you got the taste of money, right?
Taste of money also, was it on the side note, what happened? I had a conversation with my sister. She was in England.
Okay.
And she said, Mom told me that you wanted to go back.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, because this is happening, that is happening. So she said, no, cut the bullshit. You can't take it.
Yeah.
You don't have in yourself what it takes to be where you wanted to be.
Wow.
I said, what do you mean? She had a very strict conversation with me,
Okay.
one-on-one, and she said, no, you don't have it. Being a girl coming here on a student visa, not only I'm doing studies, I'm saving money, I'm sending you guys to India too. You
Yeah.
keep becoming complacent, you wanted to
Yeah.
be just in your comfort zone and you don't wanted to do it. I
Yeah.
said, no, I don't mean that. Mom said to me, come back, I can do this in India. I was just trying to find out the excuses and giving her the, just things that which I don't even myself feel like it's not going to be concrete. That I will do business, I will make this money, I will go to Mumbai, I will go to Delhi, I will bigger cities, I will make this much money, don't worry.
Yeah.
I like do it. She said, no, straight up is you could not take it.
She punched you in the gut.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
And that hit me a bad, like, okay. I said, yes, you're right. Next morning I called her, I said, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I will make sure that I don't go back. I'm not a quitter.
Yes.
I'm not going to quit.
Yep.
I will overcome with this and make sure things works with me. And money helped me to start getting checks. Pay start coming in.
Yeah. First job was a dishwasher.
Dishwasher, I worked there only for a week or so.
Yeah.
Then I got my so I was under a bonded worker visa.
Okay.
So you have a time to work around with the finding new jobs. So dishwashing, I didn't like it. Obviously, it's a dishwashing. So I said, okay, no, this is not what I'm going to do it. Then
Yes.
I don't know whether you know Balram Bali.
I know him.
Me and Bali are very good friends.
Okay.
He actually also very instrumental in my whole journey.
Okay.
He picked me up from my airport. We used to work back in India. The hotel I was a GM.
Yes.
He was there too in a kitchen. So he picked me up from the airport. He helped me to stay in his basement. And he find me a job at Desi Junction because I used to come home and I said, Bali, I can do better than this. And he was also saying that, Jas, I've seen your skills in India, how good you are.
Yes.
You are not meant for this. Don't worry, I'll find you something. Then he connected me with the Desi Junction owner. Balram Bali was a big help for me that time.
Okay.
We stayed in the same basement for 2 years.
Wow.
Sorry,
Awesome.
on 96 and 124, we stayed together for 2 years.
What year was this?
This is 2008 to 2010.
So you moved here. What year did you move to Canada?
So I moved to 2008.
2008. Recession.
99 I started doing the job.
Yeah.
2008 finally I got the visa to Canada.
Yeah.
And then I started working here. So server at Desi Junction. Then the recession came in.
Yeah.
I lost my job. Brother, there's so many stories of
Yeah,
mine. I don't know how long it's going to continue with it. So
We're going to keep doing it.
Yeah, this is going to be a very long podcast.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I will
Yeah,
touch base on that one different. Later on, I went to Australia too, came back, one-way ticket. So there's a lot of things I've done.
We need a longer podcast than this.
Yes.
Oh, after that, so let's go. What was your last job before becoming a real estate agent?
I used to own a restaurant,
Okay.
Curry Sensation,
South Surrey?
South Surrey.
Okay.
I was making at least 6 figures was 120, 130,000. So $10,000 easily after
Okay.
paying all the expenses. So I was doing well.
What made you successful in the restaurant business? And how did you got started in it?
Oh, restaurant business.
Just
again.
give it like a
That's
small
roller
1 minute
coaster,
story.
Brother, I didn't have a money.
Yeah.
Went into the restaurant to buy it in South Surrey, the one which I eventually purchased it.
Yeah.
It was listed for $100,000. Have no clue how this works.
Yes.
So the realtor who find us the property, he said, okay, do you want to write an offer?
Yes.
I didn't know what is an offer. So I said, okay, yeah, let's go ahead. He said, okay, you have to give an X amount of deposit, which we didn't have it.
Okay.
So I said, okay, then what to do? He said, no, you can't do it without the money. I said, won't these people lend me the money? The people who are selling, he said, why he's selling that?
Yeah.
So I went to the bank, didn't get the loan from there too. Only
Yes.
I got it. I went to the bank to get a $100,000 loan. They gave me $10,000
Okay.
credit. That's only I could get it. Then I made partners. We were actually 3 partners together.
Okay.
Jatin, he still owns a restaurant, Curry Lounge, good friend of mine too.
Yeah.
We started together. So he was my second partner. There was third partner too, Goldie. He now works at somewhere at the Brick store. He's a manager there too. He works there too. So we all 3 started together,
Yeah.
chipping in all my savings because I worked in Kelowna. I had whatever the savings I had I put it in there.
Okay.
And you know, there's a formula of a business. Always have 3 months of expenses on the side.
Yes,
if
sir.
things go sideways,
Yes.
I have $0 in my bank.
So you're just winging through it, right?
Bro, I have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
My back was against the wall. I learned it. If the back is against the wall, just break the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally.
We're not going to go anywhere. We're going to do it.
Yeah,
And
do or
that's how
die.
we- Do or die. There's
Right?
no other way. And when we signed the lease, the landlord was telling me all those terms. And not the landlord, the lawyer was telling me all the terms and conditions that you have to pay the rent this date. If you don't do it, they can sue you. They can go after your properties and all that. So
Yes.
what properties? We don't live anywhere.
Yeah.
So luckily, we paid the rent for the first month.
Okay.
Because sales were not very well. We got it for, actually, I ended up doing the negotiation and we got it for $70,000.
Mm-hmm.
So with 3 chip and everything, and we didn't have a rent to pay.
How did you make that restaurant successful?
How made it?
How did you make
Because
that?
see, I told, this is what I said to my friend also, Jatin, and that he said, what if we get failed? We were sitting in a basement. We all
Yeah.
3 were doing
Okay.
brainstorming. Okay,
Yes.
how we can get this? And he said, what if we fail? I said, listen, you both also have a restaurant experience, pass from India. All we're doing is since we are into work field,
Yes.
restaurant. I have an experience that time. I said about like give or take 15 years experience. I said
Mm-hmm.
if I fail in this, I'm anyways a failure in my life because what I know is from last 15 years is only restaurant business.
Yeah.
And if I can't being a successful restaurant owner in my own restaurant,
Yeah.
then I'm fucking loser anyways. So what does it matter? How does it matter? So this will tell us whether we are loser or we are actually someone.
Yeah. So you had that mentality. Either we're gonna do it or either we're gonna crush it.
That's it. We have no choice.
Yeah.
We have nothing to lose, right? What could come out of it? I knew it already that I was able to do it.
Yeah.
I could see it because I've been 15 years in that industry.
Mm-hmm.
Some person may feel like, okay, I have nothing on the like where I get the confidence. The confidence is my experience. Nobody can take that away from me.
Yeah.
And it is reality, like not just for saying it. If I would have not able to be successful in that restaurant, I was
Yeah.
a failure anyways in my life because whatever I learned in 15 years
Yeah.
has no value then. So what I've learned is nothing.
Yeah.
So that's what the context is coming
Mm-hmm.
to. Okay, that's how I've told my brain also. Let's do it.
And then, what year did you decide to get rid of the restaurant business? And I'm like, I want to be.
2016.
2016.
I told my partner Jatin that, okay, listen, buddy, I wanted to grow more.
Yes.
He said, we are doing very well, Jas. What do you mean grow more? I don't
Yes.
know. I can see it. There's a plateau now I've reached. Either I open up multiple locations or I'm stuck here. To open up the multiple locations, I need capital
Yes.
and I need manpower. Both I have a problem. Capital, I don't have it. Whatever the money I had it, we put it here. Business was doing really well. And then I said, okay, second is manpower. In Canada, there's a shortage of labor. We have to heavily rely on chefs. Because I knew the cooking. I was a chef in my own restaurant, so that helped me. But in new location, I will not able to go everywhere. What if the cook leaves there? How I will able to run it? So I said, no, that's not a plan. Going to be a good, successful plan
Yeah.
to open up multiple locations, unless it's a franchise. Okay, so what else we can do?
Okay.
And this was very casual chat. We were
Yeah.
having it, and he was throwing some random ideas,
Yeah.
and I was throwing some random ideas. He said, shall we sell the restaurant and start driving truck?
Yeah. Yeah.
I said, Jatin, at this age, people retire from the truck life and they open up the restaurants
Yeah.
and the pizza stores, and we
Yeah.
do the opposite.
Yeah.
So
I have a totally different question outside
Yeah.
of the box because you were into restaurant, right?
Yes.
What do you think, according to your experience and your opinion, what do you think makes Tasty Indian Bistro a really successful business in Lower Mainland?
Because he did, at that time, nobody else was doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Opening that kind of a restaurant, and that takes a lot of guts for him. I
Like
used to
what
go-
kind of?
like
Can
the
you
interior,
elaborate?
The
Yeah.
ambience.
Yeah.
It was all ambience, the looks of the restaurant. Because those days, nobody else had that kind of a restaurant. I was working at Desi Junction.
Yes.
It was completely different than what the ambience, the interior designing of that restaurant was. So that was setting him set apart from the competition. And everybody was going there for experience, not for the food. I still have some reservations on the food taste. Not up to the best of the best, but the ambience wise is the best. And especially we're talking about 10 years ago. Now there are so many other restaurants have opened it because they keep taking a leaf out of that book. Okay, if Tasty can do it, we can do it. But the first person is the one who takes the shot, and he will always be there at the top. And hats off to him that he has maintained that standards.
Yes.
There's other restaurants open after that. When that big restaurant Tandoori Flame opened,
Yes.
everybody was talking it. Okay, now Tandoori Flame has opened, Tasty will go.
Yeah.
Because who will go there? Such a nice restaurant and the buffet.
Yeah.
All you can eat. But he's still maintaining it. There's
Yeah,
still
and I
people
think
coming
they're
back.
evolving too.
Yeah.
Always. They're not staying the
See,
same,
that's
right?
what I'm saying. He's maintaining it. So
Yeah.
you have to evolve it.
Yeah.
You can't stick to the same strategy. But the big step he took it is
Yeah.
building that kind of a restaurant, and he had that vision, or he could foresee it. Okay, this kind of a restaurant in Surrey
Mm-hmm.
10 years ago can do business. Because those times it was majority of the restaurants were mom and pop kind of a culture.
Yes.
Or if even if it was an Indian restaurants, they were very basic interiors. All you were having those दुपट्टे टंगे ने कंधा ते
हाँ जी.
है ना तो चादरें टंगे ने those kind of छाजे
Yeah.
टंगे ने
Yeah.
just a Punjabi culture was nothing fancy,
Yeah.
nothing like a Cactus Club vibe.
It was more
And
of a
he made it.
Cactus Club
So
vibe,
that's
right?
what he did.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
said, okay, why don't I open it up, that kind of a
Yeah.
thing, right? That was good for him.
And so you were done with the restaurant business.
Yeah, then I
What-
become a realtor.
No. Before that, what was going into your head before quitting? What do you want to do, right?
So this is okay. So this is what we were discussing about it. So I said, what should we do? So we were throwing some random ideas. I said, let me try real estate.
Yeah.
And then I started into real estate. I got a license.
Did you pass your first time?
Yes.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because that time I know the value of the course is going to be, so I was constantly studying on it.
Okay.
Like it was not never being I was dull from not good in studies. I didn't want it to study.
Yeah.
I felt like it's not worth for me, like doing studies is useless. But now I knew it, okay, this is relying my success on it. I
Yeah.
have to get this license.
Yeah.
So I passed it. And it's a very basic, not having it much.
It's an
effort.
ethics course.
Yes. So it's an easy course for me. Well, find it out. It was not that difficult. So I did that and never looked back.
First year in real estate. I want to say first day, Jas is in the office, like ready to roll. Open the MLS. What was your first day like?
It was overwhelming.
Yes.
I was very much anxious also. I have the anxiety in myself because I was always thinking, will I able to do it? Not many people, my friends, my family was not giving me much of a chance that I will able to be successful in real estate because I have never in my life done sales before this.
Okay.
All my experience was from hospitality.
Yes.
And I never thought I'm going to be doing sales. And this is what I was telling my friends also, whosoever was doubting at myself, what are you doing? You're being successful restaurant owner. Why you wanted to go that side? I said, I'm not going to do sales. Because everybody was doubting, have you ever done sales? I said, no, I'm not going to do sales. I'm going to do the same philosophy what I've tried in hospitality, build relationships.
Yeah.
Build relationships. When your customer is coming there, they are happy. Now we're changing the wording. Okay, now they are clients.
Yeah.
But the base is same. Build relationships. with
Yeah.
them.
Lots of new realtors going to watch this podcast. I'm pretty sure about that.
Okay.
And first year real estate, what were you doing for prospecting, lead gens, or did you join a team
I did join a team
in the beginning?
in the beginning.
Okay.
2016, I joined I got my license in 2016 June.
Okay.
So first 6 months were okay. I won't say that it was great because I was trying to find out for certain things also what I should do it, what not should it. So I joined a team. Then that gentleman helped me a lot. He was a French guy who hired me.
Yeah.
It's me and him only. There was no other person.
Were you doing that in Surrey or somewhere else?
Surrey. So he was from Chilawak. I was in Surrey.
Yeah.
So he hired me. Before that, I interviewed multiple places. I'm not going to take the name of
Yeah,
those
yeah.
realtors, but they have rejected me.
Okay.
And they said to me on my face, like, I'm not good enough to be a realtor.
Look at him now.
So, and it's true. It's true.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
see, I don't say blame them because back from my experience,
Yes.
if somebody walks to me also say that I'm a chef and now I'm a realtor, I will may also not hire him. I'll may think the same way how they are thinking because your experience, your past experience was not as good to complement. Okay, you wanted to be a realtor.
It's totally different, right? When you're in that business, you're behind the scenes. This
Yes.
is, you have to be like in front
Yeah.
of people.
Front of the people, yes, and it's a completely different ball game
Yeah.
altogether from what you have it in restaurant. But I knew one thing is how to make money.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I told my mentor also who hired me into real estate, French guy, JP Finoff, he said to me, you're new to into real estate. Why should I hire you? I said, I'm new to real estate, but not into the world. I know how to make money.
Yeah.
Not only I will make money, I will make sure I help you to make money. And he started laughing, saying, 2 weeks old realtor telling me how you will help me to make you money. I said, yes.
Yeah.
Wait and watch. I will make you money.
Okay.
Just bank on me.
Yeah.
Invest into me.
Yes.
I will not let you down. So we worked for 6 months. Then he retired from real estate. There was some family issues of his, so he has to just retire. He completely,
Okay.
he went to Ireland. He sold his property in Chilawak.
Okay.
So he completely, yeah.
So he just disappeared out of the picture, right?
Yeah, kind of, you can say it.
Yeah.
But he helped me a lot. He taught me a lot of things. It was blessing in disguise for me because I was the only agent in his team.
Yeah.
And he said to me that, okay, I will be hiring admin, I will be providing you these tools, that tools, all those things.
After he was gone?
No,
Or
no, while he
oh,
was,
there.
while
Okay.
he was
Yeah.
there for 6 months, he didn't do anything. He didn't do anything to me. All he was providing me online leads. There was a system, website system, online lead generation comes in, and no teaching how to call those people.
Yeah.
I was on my own, but I was never complaining about it because I thought, okay, this is an opportunity for me to learn at a very fast pace.
Yes.
And that exactly what happened.
Okay.
Because everything was coming to me. He was not doing anything. Even on the listing appointments, he was lazy. Sometimes he said, just go and attend the listing appointment. My first listing appointment, he didn't go with me. I said, what I'm going to do there?
Wow.
He said, don't worry. Just go there. These people know me already. All you have to do is show up your face. Just keep smiling whatever they ask. And I literally did that. I have no idea what I was talking there. They were saying, okay. And then I just got the listing.
Yeah.
But
Did you take the listing
yeah, I
contract
got
with
a
you?
listing. It was an easy listing, but it was a referral.
Yeah, okay, referral.
So he was his referral. The client
Yes.
knows him already.
Yes.
So they were the people who were trying to sell it. So
Yeah.
they didn't ask me much questions about
Okay.
the property or everything. He
Yeah,
already
yeah.
talked to me. I was basically like an assistant going there,
Yes.
getting the documents signed.
Yeah. Was that your first listing?
First listing.
How long did it took you to get your first listing appointment, or in front of the clients?
Not much. I think 2 or 3 weeks because he didn't want it to go and he put me in front of the client saying, you go.
Okay.
You just go.
Yeah.
And then he was also not very much on the phone. He doesn't like to talk on the phone.
Mhm.
So only the communication I was having with him was through text messages. So it helped me because I was an old school guy. I used to like to talk to the people on the phone, and he was
Yes.
not. He helped me that I was getting fast on text messaging.
Yeah. Yeah.
He made me a paperless agent. Till date,
Okay.
I'm a paperless agent. I don't print out anything. Everything is digital. Even the buyers tours, we do it digitally. We listing contracts, we do it digitally.
Mhm.
We go listing presentation, no document at all, no hard copies. He taught me all that.
Okay.
Dropbox, Google Drive. He was very tech savvy guy.
Okay. So
So
your
he-
all paperwork is digital. You don't.
Digital.
Okay.
Everything is till date. We are digital. We
Got
don't
it.
have it hard copies. We don't keep any files.
Got it. First year, how much money did you made?
After splits, I made close to I think $90,000.
16 was very busy market, wasn't it?
Yes, that
right?
helped me a lot.
That helped you a lot, right? Because
Yeah.
I was thinking, right, when Jas started, it was because 16 was when we moved here. We were in Cloverdale as well.
Okay.
And because my uncle was buying a house at that time, lot of construction happening in Cloverdale.
Yeah.
It was booming. It was crazy.
Yes.
So do you think that helped you a lot?
That helped me a lot, but in the beginning, I was actually getting a lot of rejections. My offers were not getting accepted, so that kind of a challenge for me.
Okay.
But I was never giving up.
Yeah.
There was so much information on YouTube how to overcome those things, the challenges. Okay, in terms of my offers were not getting accepted, and I was very much trying to learn. Till date, I love to learn. I always tell myself, I'm always a student, never a master.
Yes.
I like to sit with the top producers who are already killing it.
Yeah.
How they're doing it. I wanted to follow their footsteps. That's all I wanted to do.
Yeah.
There's no rocket science. Just do what they're doing.
Same with me, look.
Yes. So it's same thing. It happened to me.
Yes.
So when those days, I was talking to one realtor, and she said to me that I make sure I'm sitting there in the driveway until my offer get accepted.
Yeah.
So I used to multiple offers. So I always ask the listing agent, hey,
Mm-hmm.
can I present my offer?
Yes.
And they say, yeah, come. So I go to the client's house, seller's house, present my offer, talk for briefly, and then say to the listing agent, I'm sitting in my car. I will not go until I get the answer, yes or no, whatever is in favor. But I would appreciate in front of the sellers,
Yeah.
would appreciate before you make a final call, just give me one another opportunity.
Yeah, just talk to me.
Yeah, I will see if I can do something. I will talk to my clients.
Yeah.
That small helped me because there was no other person in the driveway sitting there in the car. And sometimes
Yeah.
it was sitting in the car until 12 a.m. in the morning, just sitting there. And JP helped me he made me tech savvy, so I was having a DocuSign, everything in there. So he will tell me. Now the listing agent will also be making sure, because I've said it in front of the clients.
Yes.
So client will always say, okay, give him the chance.
Yes. So
Let's go.
what I see is you're doing touch points. That's
Yes.
all successful real estate agents
Yes.
teach you. Do the touch points.
Yes. Be open to the options. Don't be complacent. Don't be lazy.
Yeah.
I could easily say, crib about it, cry about it. The market is so busy. I don't know how to get the mortgages qualified. I don't know, my offers are not getting accepted.
Yes.
People are not working with me. They wanted to work with the experienced realtor because the offers are not getting accepted. One option was crib about it, cry,
Yeah.
sitting on my couch
Yes.
and thinking about it. Or the second was how to overcome these
Yes.
challenges, how I can do it. Because I used to look up all the top producers here
Yeah.
at that time. And I was also getting these stories in my ears like market is hot, that's why you're doing so many deals.
Yes.
So I look into those people who were successful at that time. I said, okay, what was their track history? Were they doing the same amount of deals when the
Yeah.
market was slow? And they did it.
Okay.
So I was said, okay, if they were able to do it, I will able to do it.
Yeah. What were you prospecting on? What were you doing?
Brother, I was doing everything.
Door knocking?
Door knocking, expiries,
Yeah.
online lead generations coming
Okay.
to me, calling them constantly,
Okay.
cold calling,
Yeah.
anything
What
or
were your,
everything.
What was your pitch when you cold call?
Oh, I have no pitch. I was just going with the flow. Whatever the other person wants to hear from me, I'm good in talking.
Okay.
So it's no script in there. Like and I'm not a big fan of scripts also. I don't give my team members, any of my team
Yeah.
members a script. I said, no, follow whatever comes
Yeah.
from inside.
Yeah.
Because I don't want you to be sounding like a computer when you're talking to them.
Yeah, yeah. What were you saying to them, like on the phone? Let's say
Hey, you join, like, let's say if there's a new lead has come to me.
Yes.
So I'm changed my script in not to selling it. I'm saying it, okay, hey, hello, so-and-so, you join my website now. So I was looking into it that you have looked up to some of the options at the back end. I can see
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Is there a better way I can help it out? Because I see your search, which you have put it in.
Those are qualified leads, right?
No. They
So-
were like the lead. So what happens? There was a system CRM, Boomtown. I don't use that anymore. I don't generate any more online lead generation.
Yes.
So Boomtown was the name of the software. So I used to use that. So what happens is if you put it in a keyword on Google, homes for sale,
Yeah.
my website will come up.
Got it.
So you click on that, you will
Yes.
not able to see the properties until you put your login information as your email address, your phone number, and your name. That
Got
will
it.
come to my backend.
Yes.
And then I will call them.
And they
So-
charge you money for it once
Exactly.
that comes.
Yes. Yeah. That they were charging me that money, so my team leader was paying for that.
Okay.
I was not paying it, but he has no other help for me.
Yeah.
But I was splitting the deals with him because he said, okay, once you close it, remember this thing, if in a month I'm getting 100 leads, I'm getting one client out of it. So it was not
Yes.
easy. You have to call all those 100 people before you convert one lead into a client.
That is correct.
9 out of 10 times they were saying, oh, we were just surfing online. We are not interested. Hang up the phone. That's fine. I changed the script rather than telling them I'm here to sell you.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just telling them I'm here to help you in the terms of the search criteria.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you're looking at, if you tell me over the phone what you're looking for, I will customize that search, and every time when there's a new house comes in, you will be the first person to know.
Got
And nothing else. Are you
Yeah.
working with a realtor?
Yeah.
Nothing else. Do you want to work with me? Do you want to meet me for a coffee? Nothing.
Okay.
They are open to talk then.
Got it.
Make them comfortable.
How was your second year like? Were you in the same guy helped
so
you?
November he quit.
Yeah, he quit.
Then I decided to go solo.
Solo, so after that.
Yeah, after that I tried to go solo. My old brokerage, Ishaq, told me that I'm good enough to do solo. You don't need a team, because I went to him. I said, should I do with other team? Now JP has left.
Yeah. Was he a realtor or
He's a managing broker.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
He's the owner of Blueprint, Remax Blueprint.
Okay.
Ishaq. So he told me, no, I feel like Jas, you can do it on your own. So
Yeah.
he gave me that confidence. Okay, you can do it. You don't need a team leader. Honestly,
Yeah.
I've seen your journey in last 6 months. You being amazing. Don't listen to people out there that market is busy. That's why you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen a lot of realtors in my own brokerage who are not doing even half amount the deals what you have done in 6 months in the same market. So don't doubt yourself. Self-doubt yourself.
What was making you successful in the business?
Keeping it simple. Tell that keep it simple, brother.
Were you doing so? Where the leads are coming from? Those online
Online
platforms,
leads were
open
coming.
houses, or where?
Open houses.
Yeah.
Door knocking, expiries. I made up a schedule every Monday to Friday, go
Yeah.
from 11 to 1, just expired. All
So
the
11 to
properties-
1, you were doing expired listings,
Yeah,
door
expired
knocking.
listings, door knocking.
Okay.
Constantly.
Asking them why it didn't
Why
sell.
didn't sell?
Yeah.
I'm the expert. And from where to get the scripts? YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't have the money to spend on the mentorship or looking for somebody to help me out. That's what I'm saying. You can either find the excuses why you were not successful,
Yes.
or overcome those challenges and find a way how you can be doing this.
Yeah.
So I used to look into YouTube. There's so many people from states. They have such a nice scripts
Yes.
online. I did that, and I'm talking about 2016, 2017. That time, that social
Yeah.
media was not that
Yeah.
prominent.
I feel like you sound like a robot when you're following a script. It's personal opinion.
No, you change it then. You
Yeah.
make it according to yours, but you get the basic idea of it.
Yeah.
What to say.
Yeah.
Yes, you don't need to follow word to word. If you're following word to word, then you're gonna sound like a robotic. But if you're talking like a basic of it, okay. For example, the expired listing. I still remember that the pitch line was it. I'm the expert, Mr. Seller. I'm the expert
Yeah.
in the properties which never sells from other
Okay.
realtors. So that was my pitch line.
Yeah.
From the whole script, I picked it up.
Yeah.
From the gentleman who was in States,
Yeah.
who was doing this.
Yeah.
It was a free information. Still, this now is more actually than
Okay.
it used to be.
I'm gonna give you a scenario.
Yes.
as a new real estate agent, let's say he's booking an open house. Saturday is an open house. Tuesday, he starts door knocking that entire neighborhood that I'm going to go host an open house. Do you have any plan to buy or sell real estate? Do you think that is a good idea to do or not? In your opinion, what do you think about this?
I don't think so.
It's for new realtors.
I have never done it.
Okay.
So I will not be a good person to tell whether it works or not. My team does it. Did they get any listing out of it? No.
What should they do before an open house? Let's say they've already, on Tuesday, they've booked
That's one
an
thing that everybody, not when I say you means particularly you, I'm
No,
thinking
yeah.
of it as in general, I'm talking about brother that realtors making things complicated. It's not that complicated. Keep one basic thing. Build up a relationship with that person. Give them a value. How to give them a value? You coming to the open house.
Yes.
I'm not going to try to show you every room of it. Give you the space. Go have a look at the property.
Yes.
When you finish the open house, then you ask the questions. Okay, did you like the property? How are you feeling like? Okay, where can I ask you a simple question here? Where are you at your journey of buying a house?
Great question.
Right, and then if that person says, "Oh, I'm just looking around," okay, great. Or they say, "Oh, I have a house to sell." There's your seller lead right away.
Yes.
You jump. Okay, great. You have a house to sell.
Yeah.
Do you know how much it can sell for? Did anybody give you a comparison? Oh, no, we are just looking at it. No, which is fine. I'm not trying to sell you anything here. Just being honest here. Did you know that there's no obligation on it? I can come have a look at your property and give you a fair market value. If that makes sense, you move forward with me or with somebody else. At least you will get a fair market value, so you don't have to go around with it. You built up a connection. Not every time when I was saying this, they'd love to work with me.
Yes.
That's not possible.
Yeah.
But if you continue with this, building a relation, giving them a value, give them a space, don't be pushy salesman.
Yeah.
Don't be pick up your phone, take out your phone. I'm not into that. What's your phone number? No. Okay, I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
No.
No open house sheets.
No, I used to have
used-
open house
okay,
sheets. I was still calling those people to get a feedback on my properties
Yes.
or what they're going to do with. But when you are in the front of somebody, your chances are 9 times stronger or 100 times stronger than being on the phone with a person.
Yes.
There's a human connection.
Yeah.
You can feel it. It's difficult to explain in words. The vibe is there or not. You can see, okay,
Yeah.
I'm getting in this vibe. Okay, this guy is smiling on what I'm saying to him.
Yeah.
Or he's ignoring me. He's not paying attention. He wanted to get out of the house, so leave him and let him go
Yeah.
out.
You get a feel.
Yeah, you get a feel.
Yeah.
That's a vibe. So there's no script for that.
Yeah.
Right? You have to be smart enough to understand
Yeah.
that. Okay, whether I'm able to build a rapport with him or not,
Yeah.
or with her or not. And if you feel like okay, there's no rapport, no connection coming up, vibe is not there, leave them.
What year was it then that you were like, Jas, is this Jas really making this much money?
Bro, tell also I don't understand. You are asking me, and you honestly, I feel like okay, I don't have actually solid answer how I become what I become in real estate because I have honestly no answer. Like no, none of the things which people say to do it, I have done it for a regular basis.
Yes.
So 2017, when I become a solo agent,
Yes.
I didn't do any cold callings after that.
So-
Initially 6 months I did it, and that's it.
Business was coming in.
Business was coming from I have no idea where.
Referrals?
Referrals were coming. I
Yes.
was lucky. Okay, none. I was having a high hope from a restaurant business.
Yes.
Because I was running that business for good 6 years. Okay, 4 years. 2012 I opened up. 2016. I thought a lot of clients gonna buy from there from me.
Yeah.
Not even a single client purchase. Till date, not a single client who used to come to my restaurant has purchased a real estate through me. Not even a single friend of mine has purchased a real estate through me. Till I proved themselves that I'm good enough to you two should buy
Yeah.
start selling. Now they are doing it like the people I know used to know it before I become a realtor.
Yeah.
None of them were buying it.
Which year was when you broke the $250,000 mark in real estate commissions?
First year, 2017. I count 2017 as my first year because
2016
2016 was the mid of the year.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
started it June and I was working with the team, so I have to split my commissions with him.
Yes, $80,000-$90,000.
Yeah, 80, 90 after splits I made it up.
Yes.
He all were my deals, but I would have
Yeah.
continued with him if he had not retired or he had said, okay, I'm quitting the real estate.
Yeah.
So 2017, I went to Vegas and you get a platinum award after you make $250,000. So 2017, I made 250 more than that.
2017, so okay.
And there was my Ishaq was sitting next to me, and there was people from my office. One big team went there. They took an award for $1 million. And I said, okay, how much you have to make it to get this award, Ishaq? He said $1 million. I said, okay, I will make $1 million next year. I didn't make it.
How much did you made?
I made about 600 something.
That's not bad. That's just
But
great.
no, but I didn't make million. Then
Yeah.
2019 also I didn't make a million.
Okay.
I was about 750 or something, solo agent.
Yeah.
Then I said, there need to be something. I'm not able to break this out.
Yes.
Then I built up a team.
Well, then you built up a team.
2020 I built a team.
Solo, how many deals were you doing per year when you're making $600,000 a year? How many deals?
So
Numbers.
you counted like what, 60 deals on
60
average?
deals.
60 deals, 50 deals was doing it. No admin.
No,
Not even an
just
admin.
yourself.
Just myself.
Oh
Was
boy.
doing it. Bro, I was on a roll. I don't know what was working for me. Just the energy
Yeah.
I was getting, the amount of money I was making it. I was on that roll.
But the thing is, it's blessings too, right?
Yes.
Early age, there was a lot of trauma, right, in
People-
your life.
yes, that's
you
what
worked hard for it.
And again, point comes to it where I said I know how to make money.
Yeah.
I'm new to business, real estate, but I know how to run a successful
Yeah.
business.
It's just a matter of time.
It was it, yeah. And this was for me was building a relationship. Till date, all I do is build up relationships with the clients.
Yeah.
And I tell my teams also, don't try to sell them something. First, build a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Once a relationship is there, they will come to you.
What does your majority of your clientele look like?
In what sense, like
Residential or is it commercial? Both. Okay.
you could say 50-50.
50-50.
I'm trying myself now to go towards commercial more than the residential side.
Okay.
I love commercial better. It's easy to sell
Yeah.
than residential. Residential, a lot of emotions are involved.
Yeah.
Commercial is just a numbers game.
It's all numbers make sense, it'll make money.
Less competition.
Yes.
Why to work hard?
That is
work, right?
correct. Everyone
Simple
is
statement.
yeah.
Everybody is a residential realtor. I'm gonna go the other way around, and that also happened to me as a fluke. A good client of mine said I wanted to buy a commercial plaza, and I was trying to sell him a condo. If he's listening to this podcast, he knows who I'm talking about.
Okay.
Because he's a very good friend of mine now
Yes.
too. And he said, no, I wanted to buy a commercial building or something. I said, there's so much down payment. Just because I didn't know how to work this out.
Yeah.
So I ended up selling him a condo. I said, why don't you buy a condo?
Okay.
He purchased a condo. Then 2 months later, he comes back to me, says, great, I got it. I still wanted a commercial. Find me something. I wanted to open up my business there. So I was sitting on the MLS. I find a property. I showed it to him. He said, let's write an offer on it. I wrote an offer. Commercial realtors. At that time, the lady I was working with, she was somewhere out of the town, and I was agitated to get the deal done.
Okay.
So I went to the seller's house. I offered the listing agent, hey, do you mind I go to the seller's house and get it signed? Because the seller was an old school guy. He didn't know how to digital sign, so it was a signatures.
Yeah.
And this is, I'm talking about 2019 was a commercial property, and I was doing good in my real estate.
Yes.
But still, I went it at 10 o'clock. He said, oh, my client comes at after 10. I said, that's fine. I left Surrey 10 o'clock. By 10:30 or something, I reached Richmond. Was an Asian guy, Chinese guy. So he
Yes.
signed the contract. I did her work too, not having an ego on me.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, oh, why would I do your job? If you are busy, end of the day, we wanted to work together with the realtors. Realtors relationship is very important. This is a base of it. Two things gonna make you successful: your relationship with your core realtor and the clients.
We are matchmakers, right?
Exactly. We are not fighting here
Yeah.
for it. You have to work as a team. Why it is called cooperating commission? We are cooperating with them.
Yeah.
They are cooperating with us.
That's correct.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I built relationships. Yes, if somebody else is being like rude to you, I don't say that don't take a shit from somebody.
Yeah.
But don't be disrespectful to somebody at the beginning.
Yeah, yeah.
Let if that other person is taking you down for no reason like
Yeah.
that. There are some realtors who have that kind of arrogance in themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
Then you do whatever you feel like, but don't be the first person to
Yeah.
start that. Right?
What was your, so let's say year you made $600,000.
600?
Yeah, 600.
That was 20.
No. I've got like a quotient to it.
Yeah.
So what would you think would be the most stupidest thing you bought? Like, you said I have a lot of money. What was like the stupidest purchase?
Bro, nothing.
You didn't buy any expensive shit?
I just lately started buying things. Ferrari is my first expensive.
We will go there.
Yes. I have
But
not.
you didn't buy any, no
Real
fancy
estate,
clothes,
real
no
estate, real
suits,
estate.
nothing.
Real estate. Although I was investing into real estate. I started investing into real estate 2017, the day I become a solo agent. My first purchase was the pre-sale townhouse. With $20,000 down, I made $200,000 out of it.
Okay.
Start putting it to real estate. Till date, 80% of my income go back into real estate. I purchase real estate as much
So,
I can.
oh, you're heavy on real estate.
Oh yes. I never buy fancy stuff. Or now I can afford it more than I feel like, okay, it's right at kind of a expense to the business. I do it. But still, if you look into the amount of money I'm making it, 80% is going back to real estate. I buy real estate. Wherever I can get an opportunity to buy real estate, I always look into that.
Do you think your work has affected your personal life at some point or not?
No. Nothing.
How do
I
you?
have a wonderful wife who takes care of it, and she's very understanding.
Yeah. So you said you were doing 60 deals, right? 10 deals, 20 deals is a lot of work.
Yeah.
How were you making time out of your work life to
Who said to you 20 deals is a lot of work?
some realtors?
Who? Like, dude, that's why I'm saying you people out there are making
Yeah.
things overcomplicated. It's not even complicated.
Okay,
It's
let's
overcomplicated.
yeah, let's say 60 deals, right?
Let's be honest here.
Yeah, yeah,
The amount of money we make
yeah.
as a realtors.
Yeah.
Which other profession can make you that much of money with the qualifications we have?
No, nothing.
So, dude, we have to put a work into it.
Yeah.
Look at the people who are spending 9 to 5, going to the office, working, taking a shit from their bosses. They don't like them. Even then, the employee has to work for them. We don't have to do anything.
Entry
like that.
of barrier is so low.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And then how would you take out of time out for your family at that time?
No time. 7 days a week.
Working 7 days a
7
week.
days a week. Now I take a time from
Yeah.
last since I built up a team 2020. So the first goal was to me working 5 days a week. Since 2020, I'm working 5 days a week only. I don't work on Saturday, Sundays. Exceptions on Saturdays for a couple of hours. Maybe
Yeah.
I have appointment, really have appointment, then I go. Otherwise, I don't work.
When did you start a team?
2020, COVID.
What made you decide to start a team?
Because I realized it, okay, why I'm not able to make 7 figures and other realtors are able to do it. So only thing I was missing in their team. I have not seen a solo agent making $1 million.
Yes.
So I said, okay, if you have to make 7 figures or high 7 figures, you need a team.
Yes.
Because I was always having understanding mind of it as that, oh, they are my clients. Why should I give it to my team? I should take it to myself.
Yes.
I should only work myself. Then I realized that, okay, if I have to grow, I have to learn to pass on to
Yes.
somebody, delegate the job, start delegating it. Don't think of being $20 here, $30 here an hour, save it. Don't hire an admin, don't do this, don't hire a marketing person. Now, every person after this podcast, I will show you, every person is specialized in my office is only for that work. If my office
Yes.
manager's job is, her job is, she's a realtor, her job is only managing the realtors I've hired.
Yeah.
I have a social media person, girl, who just do designing and posting. Her job is only that. Emmanuel here, his job is only shooting and editing. Third person, his job is only running my paid ads. Just paid ads, nothing
Okay.
else. So specialize
Yeah.
in every segment.
Got it. It's like a marketing team that you have, right? An
Overall,
in-house
like I'm
marketing
trying to
team.
run it as a corporate. Like
Yeah,
have
yeah.
every person for their own jobs.
Okay.
Don't try to be Mickey Mouse things. Okay, make some person to do
Yeah.
50% this, 50% this.
When you hire an agent, what do you look into them?
Just wanted to see if they have the same amount of hunger or what I have it.
How do you find that out?
So far, I've been so lucky in finding, like, I go with the face value, just the connection.
It's
If
just
I'm-
the vibe,
yes.
right?
If I feel like a vibe, okay, this person I can trust on, I will do it.
Yes.
I'm very quick to hire and very quick to fire.
Okay.
If I feel like, okay, there's a person who's not doing very well in the business and I feel like he's going to be a burden in my business, I will just let him know, no point of hanging out.
Yeah, just quick to hire, quick to fire.
Yeah,
Simple as that.
Simple thing.
No hard feelings.
no hard feelings.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be any hard
Okay, and then who was your first hire, and then what qualities did you look at? This is my first hire.
Oh, Inder was my first hire.
Okay.
Inder Bains.
Yeah.
He was my first hire. No qualities because that was the only person who was willing to work with me that time.
Okay. Yeah.
Seriously, straight up.
Yeah.
Like, I was so busy,
Yeah.
couldn't handle the business, and I was interviewing a couple of people, and I was overthinking, okay, whom should I hire? And Inder was not my first choice actually. I said no to him,
Okay.
not gonna hire it.
Yeah.
I told him that I will get back to you, and I never get back to him. Then a common friend of ours, coincidentally, she told me about. I called her. I said I was just being, was upset kind of thing from my work. I'm not able to handle it. So I
Yeah.
called her and said that I told you so many times. Find me a good realtor who I can hire in my team.
Yeah.
She said, why don't you hire Inder? Inder is a good guy, and I don't know why did you call him. I said, do you know him?
Yeah.
She said, yeah.
Okay.
He's my family friend. I said, okay, how good is it? Can I trust him?
Yeah.
He said, 100% he's going to be very loyal to you.
Okay.
And rest is history. Like, okay, I called Inder. I said, okay, Inder, you came to me a month ago. You remember me? He said, yeah. You want to start it tomorrow? I said, okay.
Oh, he was in.
That's it.
Got it.
Then Amneet came in. Then Maria was my assistant. She joined me
Yes.
as an admin. Then now she's a realtor. She's the senior most realtor in my team now. She handles my 90% of the business.
Got it.
Yes, she's the person.
What do you think that made you successful all around?
My people, my team. I have no hesitation. If they were not there, I would have not able to achieve where I am being there. They teach me every day. I hired these Canadians because I wanted to be like them. Their English is better than me,
Yeah.
right? So first of all, when you are in Canada, do what Canadians do, talk in English.
How big of a role your wife plays in all of your success? Your
Not
family.
into business wise,
Yeah.
in my personal life, she
Yeah.
plays a very vital role, because if she's not happy with what I'm able to do it in my business side, she could make my life very difficult, demanding me a lot of things.
Yes.
She understood my goals, my ambition, and she supported me throughout the journey.
Yeah.
Like first 3 years or 4 years, I was working constantly 7 days a week.
Okay.
No days off, no holidays, no vacations, nothing.
Yeah.
Just working, only working. Because I
Yeah.
was a solo agent, I couldn't do it. I couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
Now, she's kind of, you can say it, she's used to it now.
Yeah.
She's not very demanding. She's completely opposite than me.
Okay.
Yeah, if you meet her, people who know her very well,
Yeah.
she's completely opposite than me. She's very quiet, polite.
Right now, real estate, let's say someone's getting his license in 2023. He's 19 to 25 years age. What would you suggest him? What should he do? Because market is a little bit different than
No.
what it was 2-3 years ago.
Who told you market?
Interest rates.
No. Brother, how to say it? Okay, we trying to be very, I don't know, diplomatically or politically correct. Okay, here. We are realtors are lazy. Market is not dead. We are dead. Because we are telling our subconscious mind, market is slow.
That is correct.
And when you start doing that, your subconscious mind is telling you the same thing, and
Yeah.
your actions will start doing the same thing. You will be doing, everything will line up accordingly. It will start showing
Yes.
you market is slow. Nobody's writing an offer. Offers are not getting accepted. Mortgages are not getting approved. All those things.
It's
will
all the
start-
mindset, right? You just start thinking like, nothing's working. Oh, I'm not doing deals market.
Bro,
Right?
I'm doing deals.
Yeah, yeah.
My business is as good as it is previously was it.
Mhm.
Yes, last year was my best year actually.
Yes.
2022 actually the market started slowing down since March.
Yes.
But that was my best year I made it in terms of the gross commission I made it.
Yes.
This year also I'm already above 7 figures. Point is, and my team knows it, like
Yes.
we doing deals every other day, if not every day.
Mhm.
Deals are out there. We are into the business. It's an essential business. When COVID happened, real estate didn't stop. They didn't close the real estate. What they didn't close real estate because it's an essential business.
Mhm.
People will never stop buying and selling.
Yeah.
I was previously in a business which was essential to people will never stop eating food. Recession comes, recession goes. Yes, they can go slow on the restaurants, but they will still go.
Yeah.
Yes, market, the people will slow buying and selling, but
Yeah.
they will still buy and sell.
Okay.
And make sure when the volume goes down, you are the top people out there when they go to. When the restaurant business was slow, make sure your restaurant is the top league whenever they think of, they go to this restaurant only.
Yeah. What do you think as a new realtor in 2023, now it's 2024 almost,
Yeah.
what should they do differently to succeed in right now? In
And-
real estate, brand new realtor,
Yes.
what is
Look
your
at your
piece of
strength.
advice?
Whatever the strength is. If you are being an immigrant and your strength is your language, your first language is Punjabi.
Yeah.
Like for instance, our language is Punjabi.
Yes.
Stick to that. Don't have that mindset only English will able to make you successful. If you don't have an English, you will not be successful. Sorry, you don't need to speak English.
Yeah. So you're saying focus on Punjabi speaking clients.
Focus on your strengths.
Okay.
Don't work on your weaknesses.
Okay.
First build the base. ਜੋ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਪੱਲੇ ਰੋਟੀਆਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੇ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਖੋਟੀਆਂ ਨੇ
Mm-hmm.
ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਰੋਟੀ ਤਾਂ ਕਮਾ ਲਈਏ
Yeah.
ਬਾਕੀ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਚੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਰੀ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ
Build the foundation.
I built my foundation, then I built the team, then I hired the people. I didn't hire them.
Yeah, it
on
was
the
a
very
slow
first day.
process. It didn't
This
happen
is-
in one
yeah,
day, right?
Exactly.
It's like slowly building up and up, going up and up,
Yes.
day by day.
Yeah,
Got
that's
it.
what it is. So it slowly goes up. It's not. Rome was not built overnight.
Yeah.
It builds. Yes, you go slowly, evaluate every year. I'm
Yeah.
evaluating it. I'm gonna go more actually aggressively next year.
Yes.
Every year I wanted to be better than what I was last year.
So this is how I discovered you. You did an advertisement. You were giving away a Honda Civic for free. Remember that?
Yes.
So I saw one of your Instagram posts.
Mm-hmm.
So explain me about that.
That was not a very good strategy. And
Who told you about this idea first?
Brother, every day I come to my office. You can ask Emmanuel. I come so many ideas. They start laughing also. No, not
Yeah.
again. Like it's just how my brain works.
Yes.
I will text Claudia voice messages at night. Early morning, I wake up at 5. My brain is fresh at that time.
Yes.
I brainstorm a lot of things, and I just voice message her so that I don't forget.
Yeah.
Wherever I feel like okay, even if it is I'm at party, I feel like good idea strike me. I will voice message right away. And she's used to it, so she doesn't complain. I will voice message her. I don't look at the time, what the time is.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
just voice message her.
Yeah.
And I told her, don't answer my phone. I don't
Yeah.
expect you to call me or answer my messages at late at the night.
Yeah.
Just, it is for my reference, so I don't forget.
Yeah. Tell us about the Honda Civic thing.
Honda Civic was not a very good idea for me.
Okay. You lost money on it?
Yeah. It didn't give me the amount of exposure I expecting was going to give it. I thought I will be a talk of the town. I wasn't actually. It didn't happen to me. So, wasn't very good idea.
Okay.
There's a lot of other things I've done it which is not good.
Yeah.
At fault, okay, no. People only notice the things which are getting successful.
Yeah.
There was a lot of other things which I did, it was not successful for me.
Yes.
I try every time I try at least 7-8 different things. Only the things which get noticed is successful things.
Yes.
Other people not able, and that's why they're not successful, they're not getting noticed.
Yes.
But every time I tried 7-8 different things, always. I try to do it.
Do you think social media works for this business?
Oh, 110%.
Do you think a brand new realtor should start TikTok or YouTube or some sort of social media? Personal brand.
Try, do it, but there's a line in there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to be an expert in your first year.
Okay.
Because what happened is everybody's trying to do the same philosophy.
Yeah.
I'm an expert, you trying to teach. Imagine, and no offense to those people out there who are doing it, I feel like your credibility is not going to be built the same amount of a person who has already proven it. Action speaks louder than words.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not being proven so far into the business and you're trying to teach other people how to do that business, no matter what is coming out of your mouth, they will never do the business because you have not shown them how to do it.
Yeah.
You have to try. Social media is one platform, but don't try the same strategy what successful realtors, for example, if I'm trying it, I'm trying to give an information about it. How I'm giving that information? Because I'm heavily invested into real estate.
Yeah.
I've done it. I have done developments. I have purchased commercial plazas. I'm being a business owner, operating, like buying my real estate as a business owner.
Yeah.
Telling them how I have made it 100% financing. This is how I can help you.
Yeah.
From my personal experience, I'm sharing those stories, and they can see it. Okay, he's doing it. A guy coming off the block and telling it, people will not trust you then.
Yeah. What was your most memorable sale in the beginning, first 2 years?
Memorable sale?
You were like, is this Jas doing this deal?
Oh, my first commercial big deal. Not the guy who helped me to buy that building in.
Yeah.
It was in Campbell Heights. I sold a property for 11 million. And that was my big commercial deal. It was in 2019.
Yeah. How were you feeling when you're on the MLS typing those big numbers?
Bro,
On
it
your
was
contract,
amazing.
right?
It was amazing.
Right?
It was amazing. I still feel like, okay, did I make that far? Because even this journey I'm telling you now, went back all the way from India and looking at it.
Yes.
Holy shit, I reached this far?
Yeah.
Come on. I have done, and there's a lot of things which I didn't share with you because of the time we have.
Yeah,
It will take forever. There's so many things.
It's a long journey we covered.
It is. But yeah, but I feel like, okay, God's been kind to me.
Yes.
I have a very good people around me.
Yeah.
My team, my friends, they supported me a
Yeah.
lot. Till date, they support me a lot. My
Yeah.
family. I'm being blessed.
Yeah.
My wife, she's instrumental too.
Yeah.
She doesn't complain.
Okay. I watched one of your podcasts, and after a couple of, I would say, a month, you changed your brokerage. You went into EXP.
Yes.
So tell us a story about that.
Oh, it didn't work for me.
Didn't work for you?
No. That's all I will say to it. I don't want to look. It wasn't for me. I feel like I was maybe the quickest person to turn around with the amount of business I was doing it. I
Yes.
capped out in my first month. There's a cap of you make it about after $100,000, you don't pay them anything.
Yes.
So I lost the money on that side too. Because I capped out, I didn't have to pay anything for the rest of the year, but I still switched it to another brokerage because I was not having a short-term goal. Let's save $20,000. If I'm not going to stick to this brand for the rest of my journey of real estate, I should do it now, stop it. Not because what other people will feel like, what my financial benefit will be or not. I'm looking at the bigger picture. Okay, my brand is going to be what I want it to be associated with.
Yeah. You're a very smart individual. What made you change to EXP? What was the con?
So I was thinking there were some challenges I was having with my old brokerage, Remix Blueprint. So that's why I wanted to change it. So I thought, okay, and there was a lot of people have approached me in the past too. And then it just happened to me. It falls into it that, okay, this is the time, let's do it. EXP was the day it opened, maybe that since then people were reaching out to me to do it.
Yeah. Rev share.
Yes, rev share. I was not into actually rev share more. I was more into team build. Okay. How these people are building teams.
Yeah.
How they, and Some of them are doing great. Some of them are not doing as great as they show they are doing.
Yes, that is true.
So, and I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah.
I don't want it to fake, to showcase somebody I'm what I am.
What do
Like,
you
just be original.
Yeah. What are you passionate about? Not
Passionate about
anything, not real estate. What do you really like to do?
Very boring person. I don't have a very big social circle too. I have a very limited friends.
Yes.
I like to hang out with them. My friends know, my family knows. I'm not a party animal who goes every day to the party. No, staying home. I love to stay home and enjoy with my friends. If there's any event also, I prefer if they come to my house or I go to their house rather than going out to the public places or restaurants. So honestly, I don't have much other than the business wise. I'm a very boring person. I don't talk too much. I only speak with the people I'm comfortable with.
Yes.
I'm very introvert in sense of, okay, if I'm going to the social networking event,
Yes.
it takes a lot of me to go and introduce myself who I am. Not as an arrogant. I'm not just comfortable like, oh no, I don't want to go.
What makes you happy?
My kids, they makes me the best. My daughter, when she questions me, because I'm a very strong-headed minded person and headed also. Okay, what I'm saying it, I'm firm. I'm okay. This is how it has to be, and she counters back. And those questions when she throw at me, sometimes I'm just speechless. Not sometimes, 9 or 10 times I'm speechless.
Okay.
From where she comes up with this. So
Yeah, no answers.
She's 8 years old.
Yeah, yeah.
And she's very smart, and she brings a smile to my face. My son is more innocent. Like he's very mellow. He's more like his mom. I could say the daughter is like me. She has spontaneously answers about everything you ask.
Yes.
She will have an answer for that. She's very smart, street smart.
She's a realtor of the family, eh?
I feel so. I think so. She will be a realtor. I tell my wife also she will be the one who's going to be handling.
So
business.
everything was going great for you. You're achieving great heights in real estate. What made you decide to become a builder?
The development side?
Yeah, and the development side.
Yes.
When did you?
Yeah, the builder side. Because I was looking at the houses when I was going around it. I don't see any character to the house. Majority of the houses, not every house, majority of the houses, I can stand on the street and can tell there will be 4 bedrooms, 1 bedroom on the main, 4 bedrooms upstairs, 2 bedroom basement, and 1 rec room. That's a house.
They're all the same.
Same specs, and they call it as a custom. I don't understand. Custom means like that design has never been seen anywhere else.
Yeah.
That is custom.
I feel like when you look at houses in India, the big mansions,
Yeah.
you go on the West End side, when you look at really big, nice mansions in India, they're like that.
Yeah.
They call those are customs.
Yes.
Right? In India, if you look at India, majority of the houses are custom built.
Exactly. Those are custom. Like
Those
custom
are-
means like that kind of a house is only for your need. You cannot have just a builder's building a house for you because you're the owner. I'm building a house. The design of the house is just like any other house around the block.
Yeah.
Then it's not custom.
Correct me if I'm wrong. What I've seen, I've been in real estate for 1 year
Yeah.
now. I go to a house, let's say a builder is building a house. Another builder is building a house. It's almost the same. It's just copy paste.
That's exactly. And that's why I wanted to come into it to show that, okay, there can be something different. And if you think out of the box, people are there to buy.
Yeah, there's no innovation I've seen in real
No.
estate. It's just all same.
Yeah. And I have that passion. You asked me, other than the business side, okay, this is also the business related, so I can tell I have a passion. I designed my old office. I designed Curry Lounge. I designed this office.
Yes.
My own house where I'm living it.
Okay.
One house I built for my client. I designed it completely. The one I'm doing it at now in White Rock, I'm designing it. So it's now I have the White Rock house. I have an interior designer too because I'm so occupied with the things.
Yeah.
But all those projects, I have done it so far. I've designed it myself because I have a passion for this. I'll enjoy doing it. If I look at the return on the investment I'm doing it, the time-wise, it's not that much compared to what I'm making in real estate.
Yeah.
No, it's not the same. But this is more like for me is a passion or a kind of hobby. You can say, okay, I can try it. My idea is to build 1-2 homes every year.
Let's say someone wants to get his house built from you. Are you available? Are you going to build them or not?
Oh yeah, for sure. But it depends on the demographics also, how far they wanted to go. Like I prefer to be in and around Surrey, White Rock area.
South Surrey, White Rock, all that.
Yeah,
place.
Surrey area the most, like the commute wise, so I can do justice to the job too. I don't want it to buy.
Okay.
How say that, okay, you hire me and then I'm not able to go to the sites because of my business being occupied.
Yeah, we'll go someday, do a house tour of the houses you're building.
Sure.
That would
yeah.
be great.
No problem.
Yeah.
Yes, we will do it.
And then we're going to start scooter to Ferrari.
Okay.
Who's allowed to drive Ferrari? rather
Just
than
me.
you?
Just me.
Just you?
Just
Not
me.
your wife?
Not my wife. I said, no, you can't buy drive Ferrari. She drove once,
Yeah.
and that's it. I
Were
said,
you
no.
scared?
Yes. A lot.
Oh boy.
Even my team members, they say that, okay, can we drive it? I said, no. I love you all so much, but I love my Ferrari more
You should
than
set
you.
a goal, like a big goal. If you achieve it, I'll let you keep it for a day.
Ah.
Keep them pushing.
Yes, maybe that will allow them to drive.
Maybe, you never
Yes.
know, right?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. We'll switch to TikTok questions. You
Okay.
can answer these questions in phrases. Whatever comes into your mind, you can
Okay.
say anything.
So
to it.
these TikTok questions mean like people have asked to you, or was
So
it?
these TikTok questions are going to be short form questions.
Okay,
I'm just going to present a question to you.
got it.
Whatever you like, whatever comes
It has
to
to
your
be
head.
short, basically.
Yeah, keep it like short, not too long. 30
Sure.
seconds, 40
30
seconds,
seconds,
to a
okay.
minute,
Got
not
it.
longer than that.
Got it, got it.
Got it? You
Okay.
ready for it?
Ready for it.
All
Bring
right.
it on.
It's born ready.
Yes, do it.
So, I've got, what do you think that made you overall successful in real estate and life?
Focus, one thing at a time. That's what made me what I am. But still, I feel like I didn't come this far just to come this far. So I will keep doing what I'm doing it. Much bigger, much harder, much X times more. That's how I am.
Scooter to a Ferrari. First thought that came into your head when you took delivery of your Ferrari and you're sitting in it, you're like, what did you say to the God?
Fuck it, I did it.
Fuck it, I did it.
I'm the first person in my whole family who has a Ferrari. So the legacy is already made. Everybody will say there was one member who has a Ferrari in the family. And that is me.
Yep.
Yeah.
How much was the Ferrari?
Ferrari, I purchased it for $650. Then there was a GST on it. So my registration is in Calgary. So it was about $700,000.
$700,000. What advice, life advice, any advice you would give to a young entrepreneur or who wants to become a real estate agent who is 19 to 25 or older?
Just be focused into what you are here for the purpose. I made actually one video too. I came to Canada when I was young, single.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go to nightclubs for the first good 3 years, working and going home. Only my pleasure was on the weekends was watching on a Cineplex a movie for $20, and that's it. Take a bus, go back home. That's simple as that. No alcohol, nothing. I was focused into what the purpose of me coming here to this country.
Yeah.
And that focus was to being successful.
You're very goal oriented.
You have to be have some target in your mind. If you don't have a target, if you don't have an ambition, you don't have anything then. The goal has to be there,
Yes.
what you're working for.
What is your biggest regret in life?
Biggest regret in my life? Honestly, I have no regrets in my life. Yeah, so far I have no regrets, and knock on the wood, hopefully that's how I survive my rest of the life with no regrets in my life.
How much money is enough money?
It's not about the money now. It's about the pleasure you get it. I'm into a mode of my life where I wanted to see how far I can go more.
Yeah.
Money, I already have it. If I stop working tomorrow also and I look at the real estate, I have it. If I start selling them, I will able to live my life for the rest of the time. I'm 43. So another 30 years I can easily survive if I start selling one by one my properties and living on that money.
Yeah.
It's more of the drive I have it in myself, like how far I can go.
Yeah. You know, I'll go back a little bit back when you had no money and right now achieving the great height. Do you think money makes you happy? Having money makes you happy?
Oh, yes. That's the core of the happiness. 100%. Brother, if you don't have money, you have no identity. Nobody knew me who I am when I have no money with me. I didn't have this amount of a respect. Now I have it. People will evaluate you from your success. And when you're successful, money is tied to it. Everybody is going to be happy. If
Yeah.
I don't have money, I would not able to take my son last year to Disney.
Yes.
The happiness on his face, yes, the happiness on his face is the priceless. But at the back of it, there was a money to it. My daughter's birthday is also every year we go out of country. This year again, my son's birthday comes in January. We are going to Mexico again. So he's already prepared mentally. These are the things going to be happening for my birthdays when my daughter start planning it.
Yeah.
If I have no money, how I will able to achieve this all? Yes, those moments are priceless.
Yes.
But the base of that moments to achieve those moments or to get into those moments is the money.
Yeah.
Without money,
it's
you
the
can't
tool,
do it.
right?
It is everything.
Yeah. Why did you become a builder?
Oh, Same thing I said. I feel like I wanted to give something different than other homes which are around in Surrey.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Western Vancouver. There are beautiful homes. I feel like a person like you and me coming from India also has a taste. There's a taboo in the market. We don't have a class. We don't have a taste. We don't know what we are doing in our lives. It's not about a person comes from where. It's about the mindset, how they have grown in their life. It's about that. Don't judge somebody from where the country they are from. Just judge them from their skills. And if somebody else can do it, I can do it. That's how I look into it. And I think I can do much better than the homes are already getting built. Not taking any credit from them, but that's what I feel like I have a passion into this industry. I can do.
What is your dream car?
Oh, mine is already, brother, is more. Ferrari was also not even my dream car. I couldn't even have that kind of mindset of afford to dream even. Forget about having it, afford to dream even to have a Ferrari. My son's dream is Bugatti. I said, brother, I've told my son, I said, you buy it then. I'm not buying it.
Bugatti, yeah, nice car.
No, I'm not going to buy it. It's too much of an expense in it. I'll rather buy real estate.
Yeah, 5 mil.
Yes.
What's next for Jas Oberoi?
Keep doing what I'm doing every day and go one thing at a time. My first goal is to do better than what I did it this year in next 2024. And that's what I'm working right now for already from last 2 months. This year has already been successful for me. I'm already behind the scenes working with my team constantly on those things, how we can do better in 24.
Where do you see yourself in next 5 years?
Being very honest, I don't plan that far ahead. The way things are going with me right now, I'm just taking 1 year at a time because things are going at a very good pace, more than my expectations were. Now I'm just leaving it to God's hands. He's already taken me where I have. I'm saying, Rab rakha, le ja jitthe leke jana. Bas, chali jana. We will just keep putting work into it.
Yeah.
Put your head down, keep working. I'll let the destiny decide where it takes you.
How many properties do you own right now?
A decent.
Over 10 or less?
Over.
Over that?
Yes.
Okay.
I always said it before. I put 80% of my investment back into real estate.
Okay.
Because I wanted to see after 20 years, my whole net worth is going to be only real estate.
Yeah.
Right? That's how you're going to become successful or being rich in your
But
life.
don't they say to keep your portfolio, don't put all eggs in one basket? What do you say to those people?
But your basket is strong. Why need to put eggs in different
But let's
things?
say, one thing, if you're putting everything in one basket,
Yeah.
if you, divide it a little bit, don't you think it's better to have
It is.
a diversified
It is.
portfolio?
Diversify, but still, before you diversify it,
Yeah.
make enough from one basket to put it into different eggs. If you only have few eggs, just make sure that they are protected.
Yeah.
Once
but
I
you have a
built,
lot of eggs.
No, but point is like after 10 years, I
Yes.
will diversify towards shares. I will look into properties where I can have a rental incomes, cash positive things. Right now, I'm trying to put the money into where I can make rotation.
Okay.
ROI, return on investment, how quickly I can rotate it.
Okay.
When I will have like 10 million cash sitting in my bank, then I will make my portfolio, okay, this portion also I wanted to put into IT, I wanted to put here. I have not that amount of money right now in my bank sitting 10 million cash where I can say, okay, I can diversify.
Yeah.
So again comes to it, work on your strength. Real estate is my strength. So let me first make the base, then the building can be, I know it's well built up.
Yeah. What does success means to you personally?
Satisfaction. I feel like can do work according to your own wish. I don't have to answer somebody. I do what I wanted to do. I don't need to take permission from someone.
Yeah.
So for me, that's being success.
What does day in your life looks like right now?
Disciplined, very strict daily routine.
What's your routine like? Day in life.
Day in life.
30-second quick take.
5 o'clock waking up.
Yeah.
6 o'clock going to gym. Then coming back, taking shower, 8:30 out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Work, construction sites. I have 3 constructions right now actively going.
Okay.
Then come to the office, whether it's 10 o'clock, 10:30, latest by 10:30
Yes.
coming to the office. Working until 7:30.
Yeah.
Going back home by 9:30, 10, sleep.
You're up
No
by-
alcohol
Yeah.
during the weekdays. I only drink alcohol on one day in a week is Friday.
Friday.
Saturdays, if I have a family dinner or somebody's coming to my house or I'm going to the party, then
Yes.
if not, if I'm staying with my wife, I don't drink.
Where does the drive comes from? Your drive.
To be successful
Yeah.
or just inner belt. That's how I've been. And so I have shared this with somebody. When I came to Canada, for
Yes.
somebody,
Yeah.
that was a success. Jas is already successful. When I purchased my first house for somebody, that could be the success. When I made my first $500,000, that was success for someone.
Yeah.
That is for them. That's what I'm saying.
But
It's
were
a
you happy?
self-satisfaction.
Yeah.
Self-satisfaction, unless you don't have it, you don't have it. Don't look
Yeah.
into other people's perspective, what they feel like it.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not tired, I can do it. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
When my inner body, my mind will say, slow down, start going on, then the drive will start losing. Right now, I have the passion. I think I can do much more than what I've achieved so far.
According to you, what is the next big thing in real estate?
Interest rates drop. When it's going to come, you will see the market is
When
going
do
to
you
go.
think the interest rates are going to come down?
2025, I feel like elections are coming too. At that time, there will be some different things going to happen. So it's already been 2 years now.
Yeah.
Another give or take next year or so.
Yeah.
I feel like 2025 will be the year.
What would be the biggest mistakes that you've made to where you are right now?
Biggest mistakes, like I was in terms of, I can tell, like not doing investments into real estate. I should have done it. I was scared. Spectacle. Trying to sell real estate to other people but not buying myself.
Yeah.
The simple thing is because my goal was small, making commission, not investing into it. When I had the opportunity to partner with those people, I was selling those real estate. I didn't do it. Not that I didn't have money. I was just scared. I felt sky's gonna fall.
Yeah.
Let's sell it. Have a short go. Make $10,000, $20,000,
Yeah.
$50,000, and I will be happy. Not anymore now. I learned from those mistakes because I've seen those properties have gone so far.
We're approaching towards the end. Any last piece of advice for someone who's just got his real estate license?
My last piece of advice with the person will be disciplined, have plan in your mind, a goal in your mind, and a plan.
What would you suggest?
A goal, like
Elaborate.
Plan is just if I wanted to make, let's say, $100,000. How are you gonna make that $100,000? Write it down on a piece of paper. Okay, whatever the answers you're writing it, make sure you implement on those things. And once you start implementing and you feel like, okay, it's not going that far, change the plan. Don't change the goal. Keep concentrating on that goal. Don't give it up after 2 months. Oh, I will not able to make $100,000. Let's reduce the target to 80 or 70 or 50 where I will be more comfortable. No. Push yourself. Push your limits. If you're having a plan of like, I will be doing door knocking every day. I will be cold calling every day. I will be doing prospecting every day. Keep continuing doing that. After 3 months, evaluate if that's able to help give you the results. If they are not giving you the results to your expectations, don't drop your goal. Change something out of it. Okay, instead of door knocking, this is not working. I will go more to door knock networking. This is giving me better results. Or cold calling giving me better results. Whatever is making you better results, work on drop the other things. Change the whole strategy if you need to. Just like you asked me in the beginning of why I switched the brokerage so quickly. I realized it. For me, it was a mistake.
Okay.
Jump back to the goal.
Yeah.
That's it. Go back. Don't overthink about it. Don't complicate the things because time is running.
Are you hiring new agents right now or not?
Yes, I'm hiring it. I have now about 10 realtors.
Yeah.
We just recently hired, and I'm looking for a couple of more realtors.
Okay.
And
According to you, you have to say yes or no. Would you hire me or fire me?
I will say, let's talk. Let's talk about it. Okay. What's going to say it on the camera?
Yes. What we have talked about, the amount of time we have spent together right now. You have to choose right now. Hire me or fire me? One word answer. No hard feelings.
No, I won't say anything, bro, because I don't know you as a realtor. What are your ambitions for that, or whether we will able to? Because we get to know only through podcasts. Yes, here and there we talk over the phone, but not understanding one-on-one conversation. So I don't want it to say yes and don't stand with that. Or if I say no, I don't want it to miss the opportunity of hiring somebody who's really great and losing the opportunity of not bringing that member into my team.
Yeah, I'm fired, guys.
No, you're
joking.
not.
Thank you very much for your time, Jas.
Thank you.
It was
Thank
great
you.
talking
Thank
to
you.
you, man.
Likewise.
Great
Thank you.
podcast.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning into Billionaire Punjabi Boys. This was one of the greatest podcasts we have with Jas Oberoi. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you on the next pod. Take care.
Check it. Bye.